Good morning, children. So, our next chapter of social is from geography, that is, resources and development. So, let us know about the resources and how we can use it for its development and for our development. So, we have read earlier in classes in 8th class, 6th class that anything which satisfy human needs is what resources. We are surrounded by everything, and those things which satisfy our need is what it is the resources, and we use it for our development. So it is the chapter resources and development. First, let us know about the resources. Everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided it is technologically accessible, इकोनॉमिकली feasible एंड कल्चरली एक्सेप्टेबल, कैन बी टर्म्ड एज रिसोर्स. जैसे कि आप नीचे पिक्चर्स देख रहे होंगे कि वो चीज़ें जो हमारे लिए हमारी नीड्स को सेटिस्फाई कर रहे हैं वो क्या है, रिसोर्सेज हैं. प्रोवाइडेड मतलब अगर आपको कंडीशन दी, इट इज़ टेक्नोलॉजिकली एक्सेसिबल, economically feasible and culturally acceptable, it can be termed as resource. Here we have a data record that independent relationship between nature, technology and institutions. So see human beings and how it is related with the human being, resource, physical environment, that human being interact with nature through technology and create institution to accelerate their economic development. That means human being कैसे इंटरेक्ट करता है अपने नेचर से. सो ह्यूमन बीइंग इंटरेक्ट करता है फिजिकल इन्वायरमेंट नेचर से, ह्यूमन बीइंग इंटरेक्ट करता है टेक्नोलॉजी से, और ह्यूमन बीइंग इंटरेक्ट करता है इंस्टीट्यूशन से. सपोज़ अगर हमको किसी टेबल का यूज़ करना है, या अगर कोई टेबल बनानी है या कोई फर्नीचर बनाना है, तो हम पहले इंटरेक्ट होंगे प्लांट से, ट्री से, वहाँ से हम निकालेंगे उसकी वुड, फिर इंस्टीट्यूशन सीखेंगे कैसे उसको उस लकड़ी को हम कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं टेबल में विद द हेल्प ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी. तो दीज थ्री थिंग्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट. क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज. Resources are classified into two parts, natural and human. Natural are classified again into two, renewable and non-renewable. Then renewable classified into two, continuous, biological. Biological divided into two, natural and wildlife. Same way non-renewable is divided into recyclable and non-recyclable. And human is divided into two, structure and institutions, quantity and quality. We'll know these things. So we are going to classify this one, the resources, on the basis of origin, that is biotic or abiotic. So on the basis of origin, we are classifying the resources on the basis of origin. First is the biotic resource. Biotic means obtained from living being. So the first is which is obtained from biosphere. Second is having life, example human being, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock, etc. These are the biotic resource. Second is abiotic, which is composed of non-living, example rocks and metals. So they are dividing the environment into biotic and abiotic. Then on the basis of exhaustibility, renewable resource and non-renewable resource, ऐसे resources जो एंड हो जाए, जिनको फिर से हम रिसाइकिल ना कर पाए, फिर से वापस ना आ पाएँ, रिन्यू ना कर पाएँ, वो होते हैं नॉन रिन्यूएबल. जैसे देखिए आप पेट्रोल, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स, जितनी भी चीज़ें हैं, वो कोल है, वो क्या है, वो नॉन रिन्यूएबल है. और बाकी चीज़ें आप देखेंगे, सनलाइट है, सोलर एनर्जी, विंड एनर्जी, सब क्या है, ये है रिसाइकलेबल, रिन्यूएबल. So let us know the definition. Renewable resources or replenishable resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical process, that is solar and wind energy, water, forest and wildlife, etc. Renewable resources may further be divided into two, continuous or flow resource, that is water and wind. Non-renewable are formed over a sustainability long geological time, that is mineral and fossil fuels. They can be divided into recyclable resource, that is metal, and non-recyclable, that is fossil fuels, which cannot be recycled and get exhausted with their use. We can see some renewable resources here, that these we can renew it with the help of technology. Then on the basis of ownership, individual, community owned, national and international. Let us know what are these. सो इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्स, इसका नाम क्या है कि कोई ऐसी रिसोर्स जो किसी एक पर्सन से रिलेटेड हो, वो क्या है, वो है इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्स. सो दो रिसोर्स दैट आर ओन्ड privately by individual, that is land owned by the farmers allotted by the government against the payment of revenue, plantation, pastures lands, ponds, water and wells owned by individuals, plot, houses, other property owned by people in the city etc. हमारा अपना घर क्या है, इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्स. Second is community based. Community resources are resources accessible to all the members of community. Examples: village common grazing grounds, burial grounds, village ponds etc., public parks. ये सारी चीज़ें हैं community based जिसमें सब लोग यूज़ कर सकते हैं, पूरी community. Next is the national resource. These resources that belong to the nation. Example: road, canal, railways. ये सारी चीज़ें, वो resources जो country से related है, वो क्या है, national resource. The term territorial water refers to the oceanic area up to 12 nautical miles, that is 19.2 km from the coast. The country has legal powers to acquire even private property for public good. Urban development authorities get empowered by the government to acquire land. So ऐसे resources जो एक नेशन की है, जो कंट्री की, उसे बोलते हैं नेशनल रिसोर्स. एंड द फोर्थ इज the international resource that are regulated by the certain international institutions. These include the oceanic resources beyond 200 km of the exclusive economic zone, which belongs to open ocean, and no individual country can utilize these without the occurrence of international institution. So ऐसे resources जिस पे एक पर्टिकुलर कंट्री का रूल ना हो, जिसको सभी कंट्रीज यूज कर सकें, वो क्या है, इंटरनेशनल रिसोर्स. See, here we have the picture of individual, the house, community, and the national train it is, and the fourth is the international. You see the different types of resources owned by different the owners.